1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Jiu-Jitsu to me is everything. Everything, because it transcends into everything that I do, everything that I am. It allows me to break down problems and situations and, find the solutions to almost anything that is in front of me. Because Jiu-Jitsu on the mat is high-level problem solving. Jiu-Jitsu off the mat can translate into exactly the same thing.
In Odd Down Bath, Salvatore Pace, a former world champion in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, runs an academy called Gracie Barra Bath. Here, the martial art of Jiu-Jitsu thrives, shaping the lives of its practitioners in remarkable ways. Salvatore, who is of Italian heritage, is driven by the passion for how it can change the lives of individuals. Because of this, he decided to establish his first academy here in Odd Down Bath, to uplift the community and with the ambition to expand. Salvatore used to work night shifts as a bodyguard to afford to make his dream a reality. He and his wife Francesca, who runs the schools with him, have 3 children together. The couple, who have been married for 12 years, are happier than ever, and Jiu-Jitsu has become a core part of their family.
I actually didn't really start martial arts until I was 10. I completely was always mesmerized and in love with martial arts. Later on, when I was about 15, 16, my family moved to the UK and I started Thai boxing and wrestling. I'll do many things that are gonna help me be the best version of myself. So little things from walking my dog in the morning and breathing. I think it's overlooked. Yet, if I go for a walk in the morning with my dog, which I do every single day of the week, I will take that time to breathe. I will take that time to really be within myself. Picture people playing chess, right? It's a thinking man's game. And every move that you make has a consequence 2 to 3 moves later on, although I don't play chess. However, I play human chess. The first Ultimate Fighting Championship began and we were exposed to Gracie in 1993. Immediately, myself and some of my friends, we wanted to jump on the bandwagon. We saw how effective Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu was. I was a chef. I was doing very well. Life was good. However, I decided to fully dedicate myself to martial arts. So I sold everything that I had at the time and moved on. Went to Brazil for a while, learned some more jiu-jitsu there. I had 9 mats when I started, 9 mats the size of this table. And I put them together and I slowly put a group of people together and I slowly bought more mats. And my school went on to become one of the most successful schools that has ever been in the UK. Opening Gracie Barra Bath in Odd Down, I believe, has really helped the community and continues to help the community. And everywhere that you go in the world that you will ever find a Gracie Barra school, you will find that it plays a pivotal role in the community in several ways. Today we are going through a period of life where teenage gangs are a thing. Teenage gangs, knife crime is a huge thing, and it's not good. It's really not good. So the more young men and women we can get off the streets, the more children we can educate at a very early age, hopefully, the less there'll be a place for this violence of knife crimes and everything else.
Gracie Barra Bath not only caters towards adults, but runs classes aimed at several age groups from children to teens. The school has become a second home to many of its students, and for young Cyprus Hughes, it's been a place to achieve great success. Cyprus is just one success story from Salvatore's academy. At just 13 years old, he's already won multiple championships and is considered one of the top young jiu-jitsu athletes in the UK. Cyprus is an example of Salvatore's unwavering commitment to his students, having nurtured champions and instilled in them the values that he himself abides by.
Yeah, so I've known Salvo since I was 15. I think he was 18. So we've known each other for a long time, and sort of growing up in the same city in the same circles of friends.
Well, since I started Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, since before I started, I was really shy and I wouldn't talk to anyone. But now I started Jiu-Jitsu, after a couple of years I started gaining more confidence, and now I don't really go shy anymore that much. Jiu-Jitsu teaches you to be able to hold your emotions back. One day I was at school and there was this bigger kid who was doing some, I can't remember what happened to start it off, but he lashed out at me once, threw a punch, I judo threw him, held him on the ground until my teacher came over, and she was asking me questions like, why didn't you hit him, why didn't you hurt him? And I was like, I don't need to hurt him, I just needed to hold him. When I first started competing, I couldn't handle losing. Whenever I lost, I'd cry or I'd get angry. I'd lash out at my coach, my dad, my brother. But then the more I did it, the more I got used to it. The more I lost, the more I won.
I think it's something Cyprus said to me a couple of competitions back, or it was last year, that there was a teammate of ours from another club, and he's a very good jiu-jitsu player, and he lost. And Cyprus looked round and said to him, like, you're not going to spend the rest of your competing career never losing. So it's like, move on.
For military veteran Rick Swain, jiu-jitsu is an outlet to deal with his experience serving in Iraq. He has opened an academy in Cardiff, Wales, to share the benefits with the community.
So I opened my own Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu school following serving in the military and working overseas, because it's something that I really have to do it. It's something, I've got a disease called ankylosing spondylosis, and I need to exercise a lot and often, all my body parts, otherwise my spine and my bones want to fuse together. Okay, some of the best examples I can give how Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu can help everybody is discipline, friendship, integrity, honesty. There's many different values that people have that Jiu-Jitsu brings.
In Jiu-Jitsu, size often doesn't matter. It's like the story of David and Goliath, in which differences of size and strength can be defeated by technique and strategy.
Larger opponents are overcome by smaller opponents on many occasions, but it certainly is, if you do use your jiu-jitsu, you learn to develop it in such a way as you're not fighting against the person, you're fighting with them. The community element of it is probably one of the most important things. They're around people that are like-minded. Even off the mats, people are still in a team, they're still a community. It's like a big family. Like Professor Salvo is like my brother now, and the family is his family is my family. It's the same with all the students. You get to know them inside and out. When I come back, I've managed to sort of cast my mind away from all of that and just focus on what's in the future rather than the past. Just focus on the future. Development is the best thing. The saying goes, I'd rather be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. There's a lot of knife crime, there's a lot of drugs and fighting going on now. Specifically knife crime is a big thing. So for local communities to embrace jiu-jitsu as a sport would be absolutely amazing. But they just need something to focus on. A lot of the communities have got nothing. There's nothing in the community for them to do. They've got something in them that makes them want to be aggressive. And that's just streamlined into that, so they enjoy it and can do it as a sport rather than doing it out on the streets.
Gracie Barra Bath is not just a place to learn martial arts. It's a community that's changing lives and making a difference in Odd Down. Salvatore continues to teach and inspire jiu-jitsu students like Cyprus to follow in his footsteps and change lives for the better.
I'd like to give some word of advice for children who are looking to start in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. The advice is, find a good school, make sure the people are qualified, go for a free trial lesson, go for 2 free trial lessons if you need to. So just turn up to any school that is local to you and allow the journey to take its own place. If it's a good professor leading the group, everything that I told you earlier will happen. She will have complete commitment to your child, and your child will be able to blossom. And it will happen right before you. You'll see it.